Hello, Music Bear here. I have promised to make a small video about how to get more aggressive sounds out of zynAddSubFX, or as I like to call it, Zyn. The first thing we do is, of course, we open an instance of Zyn, and then you go into this. You have here show the GUI, graphic user interface, and it will look something like this. Now, if you do not see this, it's because you haven't the advanced user interface. Then you switch user interface right here, and you'll get to the advanced user interface, and you need that because the next thing we are going to do is edit instrument, and I have to move that into the window 2, and we go here to the we're going to look at the add synth. So go in here one level more, and in here we are going to look at the voice parameters. So we take one more step in behind the curtain, and I can't, it's here, it's called change, it's a button, and we even need to go there to boink. Now we are about where we want to be. This is the deepest we can go into Zyn, and here we can choose the shape of the wave that we are going to use for our sound. But we also have this matrix here, and this matrix is a matrix of overtones. In one of my other videos I have told you that there's only one shape in existence, and that is the sine shape. It's here. Everything else is in fact variations of the sine shape. I can come back to that a little bit later, but let's just look at getting a better sound, or better, I don't know. It's a question about what you're looking for, but here we are looking for a more aggressive sound. And the first thing we're going to do, because the question was how to get a saw more aggressive than it is in default Zyn, we go, of course, to choose a saw wave, and that looks like this. And here we can actually see why the saw wave in Zyn is anything else but aggressive. It's very, very soft and deuced, because it starts in the 0 position. It always must do that, but then it has a long way up to the top and equally long way down again. That will give that will give us a sound that is almost like the sound we get if we have a sine wave. We can try to listen to that. Here I have to find where we have hidden. Where have we? Way in behind. Here we have. If we start, this is going to be annoying, but well, hey. So what you can hear here now is the sine wave, and it's very deuced and soft and nice and cute and everything else, and almost not audible. If you listen to the default saw, it's like this. It's not very different. It's not very different from the sine wave, because this is quite close to being a sine, right? If we moved it a bit in the parity, it could be, you see here, that could be that part here, and then it goes back here too. So it's just a bit sharper, but not a lot sharper. We want it much more sharp, and we can do that by changing this guy here, the parity. I can move the shape of the waveform in this case, and what I want is the steeper the incline of the attack, the more aggressive this will be. So I'm gonna move it to the most aggressive side. Also could have it here, and that will give me the same. But there's some differences anyway. I can see I'm not having all of this inside the... Now it's inside. And you can see here now I have a very steep incline. And let's just go here again and listen to how that sounds. You can already hear that it is a much more present sound. It's more powerful, but we almost have no sound. So we are going to do something more to it. Whoops, we are going to go to the voice parameters. Yes, and here we're going to put the velocity sensitive all up and give it a little bit more volume. And you can hear that it will add even more presence to the sound. Now for the next part. Let's see, voice parameters, oscillator. We're going to utilize that. We know we're going to utilize a filter directly on this shape, because that's one of the things that Zyn can do. It doesn't just have the filter for the combined output. It actually has a filter for the very shape in each of the steps. And we know that if we add low pass filter, we'll get instead of having no filter here, it says none, we're going to put in a high pass filter, and that will immediately make the output even more present. And that was a high pass filter 1, but there's also and now we have something we have to change, so we can make this more like what we are looking for here with the parameters of the filter. This is the filter directly on the shape. It's amazing what you can do in Zyn can do crazy stuff. So in fact, there we have it. We went from a very soft saw sound to a much more aggressive and present saw output than we had default in Zyn. There was some hiccups in the in this video. I'm sorry about that, but I hope you can follow it reasonably and get your own Zyn instruments to have more presence and to be more aggressive. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.